Hello, everybody. Darwin Fortuna here, Fortuna Flow. Let's do a general market update. The first thing that, although it has nothing to do with the market, because it didn't really affect it, I believe it then is the death of Queen Elizabeth II. So she died, age 96, which is a really long and, really almost a century, right? Like she's lived through everything and anything you could have imagined, right? So that happened today. But other than that, let's go on a positive note. On a positive note, S&P 500 it's on the green. The Dow it's on the green. Nasdaq ended green. Russell 2000 ended green. And a couple things that I want to point out, very important. So, because it's important what's in the green, but also important what's in the red. So, in the overall market, crude oil is in the red and gold is in the red. And those typically happen to have an inverse relationship with the stocks and with crypto. So, what it means is that when crude oil goes up, crypto goes down and the stock. Same thing with the dollar. If the dollar goes up, crypto and the stocks go down because it's all about trading. It's all about the value of the trades. And, in the entire globe, when the dollar goes up, it means that it costs more to buy and sell certain products. So that's really how it goes. So that overall happened, So um, generally, all of the things that we want, which is good, all of this is really good. Seeing the stock market in the green and seeing crude oil in the red, it's really positive. So what else we got? So they just updated the target probabilities for September 21st, which is the next meeting with the Feds. And the market really believes we're going to go up by 0.75%. So that's already being expected. That's already being priced in. Anything less than that will cause a big rally. Anything more than that will cause a pullback and a big sell-off, a big dump. So we are preparing for the worst. 0.75% is pretty much the worst you could imagine. So that's good. That's really good. What else going on? So you guys know the interests right now are 2.5, and if we go up by 0.75%, we're gonna get into the 3 or so percentage, which is really high. Overall, we haven't been that high since 2000. Well, we haven't been that high. We are right now basically almost at the neutral. So that's going to be high. My opinion, we're going to have to stop increasing interest rates and probably even cut down on them because one thing, I'll tell you one thing, and this is just my opinion, no financial advice. So we have midterm elections coming up in November, right? So the Feds do not want to be rattling the market, causing trouble, and being biased towards one party or the other. They want to just be as neutral as they can possibly be. Or if anything, if they want to support the current administration or, party or whatever, they want to be very dovish so that, the elections can actually be positive for whoever they want it to be, right? So I think they're going to remain neutral. They're going to go up by 0.75%, not increase anything else, and be very dovish moving forward and cut rates, if anything, okay? So that's what I believe is going to happen. So after this meeting now, when else do we have any other meetings? I think we have probably one more after September, so it might be November or December, but that's it. And we're probably going to start cutting rates. So as you guys know, the reason why we're increasing interest rates is because we got to reduce the money supply. But to reduce the money supply, we have to increase interest to take money out of the industry, out of the system, out of the economy, right? The other way that they do that is by also not only just taking money out, but also cutting the amount of money that they have been putting in. And to do that, they have been basically not buying bonds anymore, which is those are the two main ways that the Feds can actually control the currency, control fiat. So it's by buying bonds, and that means putting money into the economy and printing, right? And also by reducing interest rates. When they reduce interest rates, it means that people can buy more stuff, more houses, more cars, more get more mortgages and things like that. So that's how that works. So overall, we have inflation at 8.5. Inflation, the meaning of inflation, if you don't know what that is, it means that basically it costs you more. The higher the inflation is, it costs you more to buy things that you could have bought before. So 8.5% inflation, which is what we have, means that whatever you could have bought with like $1,000 before, you have to add 8.5% more to it. So it will cost you like 1,080 or something more to buy the same thing, right? So that's just a general idea. So they want to have it lower. They want to have it below 5. Like they want to have like a 2 point something, right? So that's what they're trying to target. And we know what caused it during COVID. They started printing money, giving money away, and buying bonds, and that caused inflation to skyrocket. Also the war in Ukraine, and all of these different things, geopolitical things that happen, right? So on that note, I believe we're going to be going down. And we have a meeting coming up, like I said, September 21st. So I believe we're going to be going down on inflation, which is going to cause a very strong rally. And more, as I look at the market, more and more, and you're going to see more and more, I feel like we're going to go down. Inflation is going to go down. Like CPI data is coming up next week. So that's going to be positive. CPI data is Consumer Price Index. It just shows what the prices of goods and services have been, or goods in general, including energy, has been month after month, year over year. So right now we show that July it went down. So August, I think, also has gone down. And on that note, let's go through the overall crypto market. So the overall crypto market is pretty close to the 1 trillion again, which is something that we aim towards, right? So we were almost there not long ago. We had a mega crash 2 days ago on September 6th. So now we recovered. Yesterday we recovered substantially, but today we've been more sideways, I would say, right? So you see green and red here. It's like mixed feelings right now, right? So that's that. Any news on Ethereum? So it says Ethereum staking. I don't know if you know what staking is, but staking is putting your coin and earning rewards off of it to validate transactions. Ethereum Classic hash rate has gone up to all-time highs, 46.52. In fact, it's actually at 49.32, which is a little bit lower than what it was not long ago. It went up really, really high, and then I think during the dump that happened, yesterday and the day before, it started going down again. But right now we're going back up again for Ethereum Classic. And why is that? That's one of the coins I always watch, one of the coins I believe in. And as the merge comes in, which is more and more close to us, it's actually happening in a couple days. I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days. Next week for sure is happening. So miners are moving to Ethereum Classic because Ethereum will no longer be mineable. It will no longer be a kind of coin that you can mine. It will be proof of stake instead of proof of work. Any other news? Luna has been pumping a lot, by the way. I have no idea. It's part of the meme stock, meme kind of coins that start getting manipulated in the market. So overall, that's some of the things going on in here. So the SEC, I saw something also popped on my Twitter, and is that the SEC main character, he was saying, I forget his name right now. I'm sorry, guys. It's the end of the day. But he was saying that like the crypto markets, the crypto industry, the crypto sphere does not need more regulation. That like that's it. Like what they get is what they have is what they get. Like they don't need any more regulation. They don't need anything else. And that everything is actually very clear. That they should not be issuing securities and things like that. So it's pretty interesting that's happening. But the entire crypto market's requesting, crying for regulation and for clarity, so that they don't get in trouble without knowing. Because right now, what's happening is that they're basically applying like regulation by enforcement, basically. Like there's no even a regulation. It's just they just decide whatever they want to regulate, and it's really just not the way anything should be run, right? Like it should be clarity, straightforward stuff, and so forth. So, Mr. Gary Gensler, now I remember his name. And it's really ironic. Gary Gensler has taught cryptocurrency, like crypto, classes, like at MIT and things like that. Like he's very good at that stuff. But somehow, somebody that should be really, really bullish on it is actually very, very hawkish on it. Like very bearish, right? Like he doesn't really care about it anymore. So it's really weird. On that note, so those are just general news. You know, these are, by the way, the websites I watch. So if you guys want to learn, this is crypto.news. And I always go coin by coin and I check it out and make sure everything looks good. Just get a sense of what's going on. So yeah, it says that Ethereum Classic sets another high, another all-time high hash rate, which is what I said, right? It's been going up, 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 up. And the value of it hasn't really gone up as much as it should. I believe it should be at least at a $50 at least, right? So it rallied 30% not long ago. You guys know about that. I sold some of my coins, bought it back again, and sold it again yesterday, bought it back again today. I've been just selling and buying it up and down. And I've been getting it right, which is great. Again, I don't know the future, no financial advice. I just happen to get it right a couple of times. I mean, I'm trying to get it right more than I get it wrong, so that my wallet doesn't go bankrupt. But let's go through the charts real quick. So it's starting with Ethereum. Ethereum is at 1600, which I love because we had a massive dump not long ago. Guys, we went all the way down to like almost 1390, right? Like low 1400s, and we were rallying very nicely, and then we just dumped like really, really harsh on a date where the merge actually started. Because if you don't know about it, there were some upgrades that needed to happen on September 6th so that the merge can happen. So every validator, no operator needed to upgrade their systems. So that happened, and that's an example of buy the rumor, sell the news. So people started buying before that happened, and the day of it they dumped, right? So that's a classic example. So what are we doing now? We're really just sideways. We are just moving sideways right now, right? So we recover a lot of the losses yesterday, very good. And today we've just been going sideways, but generally a series of higher highs and higher lows. Are we gonna get another dump? I don't know. In my opinion, right now we're resetting the stochastic RSI, and the volume is pretty low. I think we're just waiting, and I think that what we're waiting for is the CPI data coming up next week and the actual merge to happen. That's what we're doing. We're waiting. So let's look at Solana. Solana has also been recovering some of the losses. So it went as low as $30 and it's back up to 33.70, 33 or so, which is very positive. That's one of my other coins that I really like. I really enjoy Solana. I love how quick you can send something to somebody or to any wallet. It's really amazing. So, and it's one of the coins that can give you, no financial advice, but it can give you 10x, 20x, 100x returns, right? So that's this one is doing pretty well. So what did I do? I actually did sell some of my Solana, and I started buying some Ethereum Classic, because after Ethereum Classic dumped all the way to 33, 2 days ago, it recovered a little bit. I bought it all the way at 33. I started buying it back again because I sold it. I bought Ethereum. So I've been kind of jumping around, right? So I sold some of it, bought Ethereum, sold Ethereum now when it went up to 1630, right? Bought Ethereum Classic again. And I'm just jumping around those three coins: Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, and Solana. And Ethereum right now, it's again doing the same thing. Ethereum Classic is doing exactly the same thing that Mr. Ethereum is doing. Right now, it's just sideways. We're on that range. What's going to happen? I have no idea. But right now, we are holding $35 as support, and that's very positive. We touched it here, we touched it here. We're holding it as support, the 35.90. The almost $36. So that's very good. That's very positive. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. So Bitcoin again did a higher low from June. We haven't seen prices like this in the 18,000 since June, July, which means all of August we were away from this, right? So that was a very good buying opportunity in my opinion, and all of this is a good buying opportunity. No financial advice, of course. So a couple of things I wanted to bring up. So I was watching Crypto Crew University channel, and Steve was talking about, well, people talk about the bottoms and tops and bottoms and tops, and he called the bottom just like I did in June. He thinks that 17,500 or so was the bottom for Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin has created what is called a bear flag, which means that we could continue to drop down. So a bear flag, let me just draw it up. I can't show it right now to you, but is when prices start doing this, dumps, and then starts doing this, then this. And if it breaks through that, right, we use this as the pole and we draw another one and it has a target, right? So just a quick sketch, you can just Google it too. But the target right now is like 8,000 or so, right? So if we were to actually break through and confirm that as a textbook bear flag, we are supposed to go as low as 8,000. I think the next target is actually 13,000 and then 8,000. So regardless of that, he says, well, I call the bottom, yeah, but that anybody can fight that. There's nobody knows the future. But one thing that's for sure a fact is that these right now, where we are right now, is one of the 3 or 4 best buying opportunities of Bitcoin's entire history. And he went through the stochastic all through the 6 month, weekly, daily, and overall he is actually right. We are in one of the 3 or 4 best opportunities, and if the price goes down to 13,000, we probably might be at this top 2 buying opportunities or top 1 buying opportunities, besides buying it at $1, right? But at the end of the day, in 5-10 years, it wouldn't matter. Like if you bought a 13,000, if you bought a 19,000, if you bought a 17,000, if you bought a 20,000, because if Bitcoin does go to 100,000, does go to 200,000, it really doesn't matter, right? Like if you bought it now, you wouldn't regret it in 5 years. That's what he's saying. No financial advice. And if you buy it 13,000, well, it's great. That's another opportunity. So you dollar cost average. I happen to agree with him. I happen to agree that this is one of the best buying opportunities right now. I happen to agree that you wouldn't really regret it, that you will probably regret it later on in the future if you didn't do it now. And I hate living with regret. I don't want to live a life with regret. So myself, I just buy and hold. There's some coins I play with, and there's some coins I play with, and I buy and sell and things like that. But at the end of the day, I'm just bullish on this technology. I'm bullish on this on blockchain technology, crypto in general, right? So Ethereum, Solana, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin, right? So I agree, and I think that's a good way of looking at it. Like, will you regret having bought it at 20,000? Well, guess what? If you didn't buy it 47,000, right? Like if you didn't buy it there at the top, this is way better, right? Like this is way better. So, and that's one good thing about crypto, like and in investments. Like sometimes you get chances, right? Like I wish I like all I know right now, like I started in this market when it was rallying and very bullish and very crazy, right? So, and I didn't know any better. So I just got into the process. I just got into it. But now I know better, and I know that this is great. This is amazing. So if I was to be able to talk to my younger self, I would say, don't wait, just go ahead and learn and go through the process, right? So again, Bitcoin is still forming, higher highs from that dump that we had in September 6th, And I think that's very healthy. All of this is very healthy. All of this. Because we're creating what's called market structure. You don't want you don't want to be going up and down, up and down, up and down. You want to be able to go sideways. You want to be able to form your base. You want to be able to create that base and enjoy it, right? And that solidity is what's gonna hold you, so that you can skyrocket, really high. So overall, that's it for me. Very bullish on Ethereum Classic. Very bullish on Solana. Very bullish on Ethereum. Very bullish on Bitcoin. There are other coins are that I'm very bullish on that I'm not gonna go through right now. But if you want to know more about the coins I like, please go ahead and watch my list. I also speak very, very thoroughly about Solana, Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic separately on different videos. So you can go ahead and watch those videos too. And make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to share. And we're gonna just go through the storms. And right now we're recovering, right? We're recovering. These are really good opportunities. I've been blessed to pick up coins on the way down and coins and sell them on the way up and be able to dollar cost average, and it's been pretty good. I always say that's kind of luck too, the stochastic, by the way, look, this is the stochastic RSI. This right here is oversold and this right here is overbought. So like, if you really just not financial advice, but if you really just follow it, and every time it goes down just buy, and every time it goes up just sell, and every time it goes down you buy, and I think you do pretty well, honestly. It's just having the like not being emotional about it. Just following those rules will help you a ton. And to be honest, like I bought right here, right? Like I didn't buy here, right? So, and I'm now in profit with the Ethereum Classic again, right? And I sold all of it. I had sold all of it because when it got really up to 42, that was really awesome. And I started buying it on the way down, and my average is like 36 or so, right? You're never gonna pick the top, you're never gonna pick the bottom, you're never gonna know exactly when that's gonna happen, but you do know when something is too much, right? Too much. It looks too much, it's too much, right? The RSI tells you it's too much. So thank you guys, subscribe, enjoy. We'll see you in another update soon. Bye bye.